Hi, it's Connecticut Personal Injury Attorney Ryan McKeen here. Today I'm going to talk to you about common misconceptions about Connecticut personal injury lawyers in 2023. Now, personal injury lawyers, if you're out there and you've been injured, finding a personal injury lawyer is going to be pretty hard because you're going to maybe look at who's on TV, who's on billboards, who's on websites, what ads, and you're going to see a lot of slick marketing out there. People with, maybe a lot of commercials or maybe a lot of billboards, maybe people with results. Or how do you sort through some of these misconceptions? Because I think the biggest misconception that we're going to talk about is that all personal injury lawyers are the same. And that's not true. And I know how hard it is because sometimes I will Google, personal injury lawyers in a city that I don't know lawyers there, and it all kind of looks the same to me on Google as to who may be the best or who may be good. So here are some things that I would look for because I'm really going to address the misconception that all personal injury lawyers are the same. First of all, look at the lawyer and look at the firm. Is it all that they do? Lawyers cannot use the word specialization, mostly in most jurisdictions, and certainly not in Connecticut. But is it all the firm does? Because a firm that just does personal injury work exclusively, all their lawyers, all their paralegals, all their team, all focused on one thing, that's going to be a factor for me in deciding who to hire. The second thing I really want to look for is results. Sometimes experience doesn't equal results, but I'm going to look at results. Has somebody had a history of success handling exactly the kind of case that I have? And the truth is that not all injuries are the same. Not all cases are the same. There are some lawyers who may be good at handling smaller cases that are not equipped to handle larger cases. So, has the person done the case that I have? Look at their website, look at their biographies, look at their case results, look at all of those things in determining who the firms are. And you'll start to see that not all lawyers are the same. Some lawyers, they don't touch, say medical malpractice, or maybe they don't touch products liability, or maybe they don't take complicated trucking accidents. So really look at their experience, look at their results, and also look at their experience. How long have they been doing this? And experience is it's a factor amongst many because you can have people who are new to something who are really successful and good at it, or you can have people who have done it a long time, but really look at the kind of experience that a firm or a lawyer brings to the problem. Also know, too, that in the personal injury business, like there are firms that just advertise and refer out. You can go on the judicial branch docket. You can look and see, does the firm actually litigate cases? Because they may or may not. There are firms that just advertise and then refer. Or there are firms that just handle pre-litigation. They don't want to get into litigation. So know what kind of firm it is that you're hiring, check their docket, look at their cases, look and see if they're litigating and trying cases. Which brings me to another thing about why all personal injury lawyers are not the same, which is trial work. Believe it or not, there are firms that won't litigate cases and there are firms that won't try cases. Now, for us, we believe here at Connecticut Trial Firm that the only way to get leverage on a case is to be willing to try the case, which cuts sort of both ways because most of the time, if you're ready and willing to try the case will settle for full value. But when the insurance companies and the defendants, they know that they're a firm that won't try the case, they have no incentive to offer full value because they know in our industry that last best is what's going to be accepted. So maybe they start picking a jury or get close to a jury, but ultimately the plaintiff's lawyer is going to take their last best offer most of the time. So a firm that is ready and willing and has a track record of trying cases and a track record of getting results, that is something that the insurance companies track. That is something that they look at, and that is something that ultimately scares them. So look and see, does the firm have a roster of lawyers who are actually willing to try cases? And look, don't assume that if you hire a trial lawyer or a firm that litigates, that you're going to have to go to court or you're going to have to go to trial. Most of our clients don't ever go to court. And we are a firm that tries to position every case as if it is going to be tried because we know that that's what's going to get the maximum result. Also, sort of look at the firm resources. You know, cases to bring can be very expensive to bring, can involve a lot of experts. Does the firm have the ability to fund the experts necessary in complicated cases to get the results that are needed? Because if you can't, what people may not understand is at its core, being a good trial lawyer is sort of like being the producer of the movie. You've got to line up your budget. You've got to line up your stars. You've got to, get your marketing team involved. You got to do a whole bunch of different pieces. And do they have the ability and wherewithal to do that? Do they have the ability to find and fund the experts that are going to make a difference, that are going to make an insurance company want to settle the claim, or are going to make a jury know the truth as about what happened because their expert credentials are sort of beyond reproach? Now, I've gone through and I've, listed a whole bunch of things about why there are different firms. But, another thing to really look at is like, does the firm serve its clients? Because some firms, maybe they're a good firm, maybe they check all those other boxes, but they don't really care about client service. They take their clients for granted. Look at reviews of the firm online, and look at all of them. Does the firm reviews reference, good communication with the clients? Are their clients happy? And look, every firm may have good and bad reviews, but look critically at the communication component of it. If you start seeing all over, like, I couldn't get in touch with my lawyer, I never knew what was going on, I didn't know what was going on with my case, like, that's probably a little bit of at least a yellow, if not a red flag for me, if I were considering hiring a law firm. So in 2023 in Connecticut, really, I hope this video helps dispel the notion that all personal injury lawyers are the same. It's very, very different. You are getting very, very different things. And it's very hard for you, the consumer out there, like it is for me, if I Google, best personal injury lawyer in Seattle, where I don't know a lot of lawyers in Seattle. It's very difficult to decide what's good, what's bad. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can call me 860-471-8333. Happy to help you through this. Happy to see if we're a firm that can help you.